Hey everyone, this is Sharon from sharonatsea Travel, and I have some Norwegian cruise line news hot off the press. Well, maybe not hot off the press, but it did come out today on June 1st. Although you probably won't see this till June 2nd tomorrow. But anyways, not only does Norwegian Cruise Line have a peace of mind cancellation policy in effect where you can cancel your cruise 48 hours prior to your cruise as long as you're sailing before November 30th, and you can use that future cruise credit then on a cruise all the way up until December of 2022. And today they announced that they have put also together some new enhanced health and safety protocols for when we start sailing again. And I am going to go over those with you right after this. So Norwegian Cruise Line has been working with the CDC to come up with some very stringent protocols to keep all of us safe, and they plan to implement them, they're saying, fleet-wide once we start sailing again. So one of the first things they're going to be putting in effect is an all-new air filtration system. They will be changing all their existing air filters with the H13 HEPA filters, which is a medical grade. I think it's supposed to get rid of 99.95% of particles. So they're supposed to be keep the air really clean, get rid of all the germs, and hopefully keep us safe. So that is something they're planning to implement fleet-wide. Another thing they're going to be implementing is enhanced screening protocols. On embarkation day, they're going to be kind of doing a pre-health screening for all the guests on board, and if anyone is at risk, then they will be going under additional screenings. They will also be doing touchless temperature checks. And get this, I have a few notes here because this is kind of interesting how many times they may be taking your temperature on board. So they plan to take it prior to embarkation, upon returning to the ship from a port of call, prior to meals in the dining venues, that's really interesting, prior to all the activities in public venues, and prior to disembarkation. So that's a lot of times, and that's pretty extensive, but I think overall I think that's going to be good. You know, it is going to probably hold up things getting on and off the ship a little bit, but I think it's going to be well worth it. And as far as the crew goes, they will also be enhancing their pre-employment health screenings. So they will be checked out thoroughly, making sure that they have a negative COVID-19 test before boarding the ship, and they will be having regular temperature checks as well while they are on board. Another thing they'll be doing is increasing their sanitation measures. They will be cleaning and disinfecting all the ships prior to their voyages in accordance to the company's protocols, which they have developed in partnership with the CDC's Vessel Sanitation Program. Embarkation terminals will be sanitized continuously, and on embarkation and debarkation, they will be fogging them as well. So here's a few ways they are going to be cleaning and disinfecting around the ship. So one thing is they're going to be fogging some certain areas like your stateroom, some of the common areas with hypochlorous acid. It's kind of a non-toxic spray that's very powerful, but it will kill bacteria, spores, and viruses. So that should be very helpful especially with common areas where people are walking continually and things like that. Going to increase their frequencies of cleaning. So they're going to be cleaning like 24/7 all the like high-touched areas that people touch all the time in the common areas and things like that. Says full service buffets. Buffets and beverage stations will be full service and staff available to serve guests. So it looks like they still plan to have their buffets and have the crew members serve the guests. And the last way is personal hygiene. And they're going to kind of promote personal hygiene by encouraging people to wash their hands, use hand sanitizer. They're going to somewhat try to enforce it. They're going to have it by the buffets, by all the food venues, and they're going to probably, as Norwegian does now, washy-washy. Another thing they're going to put into place is responsible social distancing. That's right. They are going to have on embarkation day, they're going to have like a staggered embarkation process with online check-in, and they will be implementing the proper social distancing. They will also be limiting people in some of the common venues, common areas around the ship to just make sure that everyone has their space. They are also going to have enhanced medical resources. So they are going to be fully equipped with the latest testing kits and medical supplies. They are going to be increasing their medical staff, so there'll be more medical staff on board to help people. And here's a few things that they're going to have on board as far as supplies. They are going to have advanced rapid diagnostic testing for the COVID-19. So that's nice. They are going to increase inventory of medical oxygen equipment, increased inventory of vaccinations, and increased inventory of medications to treat COVID-19. And they will also have health and safety training and continuing education for the crew members. And the last new protocol they are putting into place is extended ship-to-shore safety. They will be partnering with local destination and tour operators to ensure the industry's leading health and sanitation protocols extend to the shoreside experience. They will also be visiting safe and open ports, and if something becomes unsafe, they won't go there. They won't be letting people off the ship. And another thing to keep in mind is people's itineraries might change. So keep that in mind. They are saying that some itineraries may change due to keeping everyone safe on board the ship. So there's a few plans that Norwegian Cruise Line is kind of laying the groundwork and getting ready to get us back out at sea. It's the first major cruise line, I think, that has announced a real solid plan here of what they plan to do, you know, on embarkation, debarkation day, how they plan to sanitize the ship, keep things, just keep us healthy while we're sailing. So I think they've done a really good job so far. So if they can do this, I think hopefully we'll stay pretty safe and we'll be out there cruising soon. So I have a little message here from Norwegian Cruise Lines to all of their guests, and it says, at Norwegian Cruise Line, we are ever evolving our safe cruising program. Because your health and safety is our priority, this is just a start of a wave of new technologies and enhancements we are rolling out so that you can explore the world with the ultimate peace of mind. So this is kind of a little bit more of their peace of mind program, just an extension and in regards to just health and safety, the health and safety side of it. So hope this was helpful. Hope this gives you a little hope, makes things a little more positive for you, that we'll be out there cruising again before much longer and that we can do it safely. And if you enjoy cruise content, travel content, and you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so you'll get notified when we post new content or when we go live. We go live every Monday evening at 6 p.m. Pacific time and 9 p.m. Eastern time. And we talk all things about cruising, travel, and just so much more. Anything you want to talk about, we're there to talk and keep you company on Monday evenings. So stay safe out there, and hopefully we'll be back to cruising soon. And from all of us here at Sharon at Sea Travel, happy cruising and safe travels.